Welcome to our YouTube channel. This is Julianne and Kyla, traveling teachers. I am Julianne.
And I'm Kyla.
And this is going to be all about our journey living and teaching in South Korea.
So please like, comment, and subscribe below.
Thank you!
Okay, so a lot of people have been asking us questions on the entire process and how we moved here, how we got a visa here. So we are going to go through that entire process. We're going to break it up into steps to make it easier, and hopefully this will help you decide what you would like to do in the future.
Let's get to it. Right, so here are the 4 basic requirements that you are going to need. 1, you need to be a native English speaker.
From 7
one of the 7 countries. So from the United States, the UK, Canada, South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, Ireland, you need to be a native English speaker. I feel like that's kind of given. Number 2, also a given, you need a valid passport.
Yes.
Smart idea. Next, you will need a degree. It can be a 4-year degree in anything. It does not need to be education. We are both education majors, but the only thing that helps you with is you don't need a TEFL, which some schools will require you to have. They will want you to have some sort of online training or like an in-person TEFL training, just so you're used to teaching. I mean, you're going to be signing a contract. If you've never taught before, it can be a little intimidating. So yeah. I feel like the TEFL is also pretty beneficial for you to actually take. So some schools will require that. The next thing that you need is
to get your fingerprinting done. You can literally just go to your local police department. I know I had to call and make an appointment, but you can call and make an appointment, go to your police department, and they will do your fingerprinting for you. It's super quick, super easy. It was $25 per fingerprinting card. I think it's always good to just get an extra card of your fingerprinting done, just in case, because they can mess up. And then after that's completed, you send your fingerprinting and a few other documents to the FBI, and the FBI will approve your check and show that you have a clean record. This part, we don't know how to say the word, but this is a very important process or step in your journey. Once you get your background check, and once it is completed and it says that you have no criminal record, you need to get that apostilled or apostilled. We don't know how to say that word. We will write it below. Yeah. You need to get that, your background check apostilled, which basically apostilled means like it's verifying, the government is verifying that it is a real document. You didn't just like create it on Word or whatever, or have a fake one, that it is real. And you need to get your college degree apostilled, I don't know how to say it, your college degree. So
it's only $55 per document. So your degree, you'll upload it, take a picture on your iPhone, put it on there. They will get it, they will like electronically get it sent out, stamped, apostilled, and send it back to you for $55, which I feel like is not bad. It's first class shipping, so you get it in 1 to 3 days. And it honestly was a fast process for me.
Yeah, me on the other hand.
For me.
Well, that's a whole other thing. Yeah. So this is important, and you need to triple check with your recruiter. There's federal apostilled and state apostilled, okay? Confusing. I still to this day am not 1000% sure like the difference, really. Like, I don't know. I think federal, it means that across the entire US that it is verified that it's real. I think state just means within one state they're verifying that it's real. I don't know, don't quote me. But Julianne did get her apostilled faster. I had a lot of trouble because due to COVID, the apostilled website or
the
system,
office was
whatever, they're so backed up. So it was taking seriously like 10+ weeks to get my apostilled back. Then I did some research, and I found out that your state apostilled can literally come back within like 2 days.
Listen to your recruiter. I feel like overall, if you want to play it safe, get everything federal.
But if you have time, just do federal. I promise you, you are always in the clear with federal. But if you are in a time crunch like I was, because I already accepted this job, definitely ask if you could do state. But one thing I will say, when you get your degree apostilled, personally on my college degree it says Kyla C. Kirsten. It does not say my middle name. I had the option when I graduated if I wanted my middle name on there, and I don't know, I'm not a fan of my middle name. It's Christian.
Yeah, I'm not.
So like I don't, and I just don't put my middle name on anything, so I was just like, no, I'll just keep it Kyla Kirsten. But once again, you need your middle name on everything. So what we both had to do, because since we both didn't have our middle names on our degree, we emailed our college and told them the situation, that we needed our middle name on our degree, or a letter saying that with our full name saying that we did graduate with this degree. So basically our college figured it out and sent us a name verification letter.
None of this is actually making sense, but it does make sense, I feel like, when you go through the process.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sure that some of this is confusing, but once you do start your journey and you watch this video, everything will make sense. And you will know more what we're talking about. Yeah.
So after you have the first 4 things, you're a native speaker, you have your passport, you have your degree ready, and you have a clean background check, you are going to be, at this point, while you're doing that stuff, joining Facebook groups, doing your research. There's 2 different ways that you can go. So what are the 2 ways?
So there are 2 routes, and this is very important when you decide you want to teach here. You can go the public school route, or the Hagwon route, which is a word for private school in Korean. So most people, when they pick a public school route, they go with a company called Epic. Epic, from what I've heard, is great. You know, people have loved Epic, but there are different benefits to choosing a Hagwon, and that is the route that we chose. And I know if you know anything about this process, you were probably thinking that we are crazy for choosing the Hagwon route, because a quick Google search will tell you and show you the worst of the worst Hagwon stories, like traumatizing. But I think it's important to note that there are many, many amazing Hagwons out there. You just need to do your research. So there are so many websites that, something called like a green list Hagwon site, and that many people will share their amazing experiences about a specific school, a specific Hagwon. But there's also a blacklist website, and that will show you where the horror stories are, and they will list the school name. So, I mean, that just gives you a good idea about, when you're interviewing with schools, which are the good ones and which are the bad ones. And another reason, so basically why we chose a Hagwon route was because we wanted to be placed in Seoul, or at least close to Seoul. That was just our personal preference. And if we went through Epic, it was pretty much, you can put your preference, but you are more than likely going to be placed in the outskirts. Another big part as to why we chose a Hagwon is because we really wanted to do this experience together. And with Epic, it was definitely more difficult for them to find a school that we could both work at. You know, we've taught together because we went to college together, and we worked together, so we really just wanted that support while living in a different country and also while teaching. So we really were wanting to be in the same school.
Okay, so while you guys are waiting for your documents to be apostilled, and you can do this step before too, is join Facebook groups. Facebook groups are your friends. There are so many Facebook groups that you can join. I think we're in probably 5 or 6, and this is actually how we found our recruiter and our job. There are so many jobs posted each and every day, and they're in all different areas of Korea, which is awesome. And this is also a great place for you to make friends, ask for advice, find people who might be living in one of the towns you're going to be moving to. And also, this is a great way for you to kind of educate yourself and see what like the base salary is, what are the typical benefits. It's really great because we can pull up a picture and show you how the agents and recruiters break it down, but it's very easy to see what benefits you're getting, what your salary is,
you can kind of
what your grade level,
who you want to message. That way you're the one deciding, oh, like, that job looks interesting, that one doesn't.
Yeah, and it's a very easy way to like kind of like cancel out a job, but it's also very good to kind of make sure that when you do get offered a job that you already know what benefits you should be offered. So now that you have all your documents apostilled and you're ready to go, your recruiter will have you get some passport photos prepared and just a few little things. And you will be ready to send your paperwork now to Korea to apply for a visa. So there are a few documents that you will need. Number one will be your visa application. And this application is 5 pages, but your recruiter will tell you every little bit of information to put in. The second thing you need is an E2 applicant health statement, which is, I think, 1 page. It comes in Korean and English. Then you will attach your signed contract. And again, at this point, I hope that everyone is thoroughly reading their contract, making sure there's nothing sketchy and that you feel very comfortable with it. Next, you will put your passport copy, so not your real passport copy. Then you will put your original apostille degree and your original apostilled FBI check, and then you will just attach 4 passport photos. So it's not too much, and again, our biggest tip is making sure that you're sending pictures of everything that you do. Every single page that you do, and send it to your recruiter for them to check, because even if the littlest thing is off, they will make you probably resubmit it. And how much did you spend to send your stuff to Korea?
Yeah, it was about $90 to expedite it there. So imagine messing up. Yeah, so having to resend it and pay.
Yeah. So, and that's also going to take 10 times longer. So there are going to be quite a few documents. Your recruiter will go over everything, make sure you have everything correct. You will send pictures just to double check, and then you'll expedite it to Korea, and you will be waiting then for your visa confirmation number.
Once you send all of your documents to Korea, immigration will provide you with a visa confirmation number. So you'll be filling out some more paperwork, the visa application, and you will put your number on that application. You'll be sending this to a Korean embassy close to you in the States. So the closest one to us was New York City. So you'll send your visa application form to New York City or the closest embassy to you, as well as a photocopy of your passport. You need to get your passport picture notarized. You can just go to your bank. They'll do it for you. It's super quick. And while you're at the bank, you should grab a money order because there is a processing fee to get your official visa.
Okay, so on top of what Kyla mentioned, you need to sign a consent to quarantine, which is just a simple piece of paper saying you will quarantine for 2 weeks. You will do a self-health check, and then you will also get a doctor's note stating you have no COVID-19 symptoms from an MD. So it says a doctor's note, and I know that a lot of people go and see a PA or a DO. I did both, and the embassy told me no, it needs to be an MD. Again, this is just New York City embassy, but it seems like a lot of the embassies throughout the US are requesting MDs. So it does not need to be a COVID test. You can get a COVID test if the results are signed off by an MD, but it's not necessary. All you need is a physical and them saying that you're in good health and that you have no COVID-19 symptoms at that time. The tricky part about this though is it can only be 48 hours old or it's no longer valid. So you cannot go to the doctor on Monday and then send your paperwork on a Thursday to the embassy. Your doctor's note will no longer be valid and you will have to start the process, or at least that little process, all over again. So our best advice is have all your paperwork ready to go. Go to your doctor's office, have them sign up a little letter saying that you have no COVID-19 symptoms, and then go right to FedEx and ship it out.
Expedite, expedite, expedite.
Yes, get it to Korea, or get it to the embassy as fast as you can. And then on top of that, all you need to do is add another one of your visa photos that you sent to Korea, send that to your embassy, and you're good to go. This is the last part.
Yep.
And this part is kind of just the waiting game. You just wait for 2 weeks, and then after 2 weeks, you print out your visa, because since you are not sending your passport anymore, they're doing everything online.
Yep, so you'll just get a sheet of paper and that will essentially be your entire visa.
And then you're off to Korea.
Bye-bye. So just a little disclaimer that these are our personal experiences. Everyone might have a little bit of a different process, but this was our personal journey and what we went through. And you will pretty much go through the same thing, but it could slightly be different based on the state you live in and the country you are from. So please just keep that in mind when doing your process and rely on your recruiter if you have any questions.
Yes. We hope that this video was beneficial, or at least informational to you even in the slightest bit. Obviously, like she said, it's going to be different, but if you can take at least one thing, or one thing helps you during this process, that would be great. And also, we are going to be here for 16 months.
We have lots to show you.
Yes.
Lots and lots.
So comment what type of videos you want to see. Obviously, we're in quarantine, so we're going to be doing a few basic videos.
We have a very cute apartment that we're excited to show. We did not expect
so excited. Oh my gosh, I am so excited for our apartment tour. I think I'm most excited for that video of all.
Me too.
Amazing. It's amazing.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, maybe we'll show like a little sneak peek. Maybe. Okay, but comment any videos that you want to see. Obviously, like I said, we're in quarantine, but we will be out soon exploring. So comment what you want to see, what food you want us to try,
maybe
what
some
certain
live
like towns.
octopus.
Maybe. I'm a little scared. But yes. Thank you
for watching.
so much for watching. Annyeong!